But when it comes to just cheating, period, it's a choice.
Yeah.
And we have to know whether we're going to work through it or we going to go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Because I could be an issue to the reason why in his mind that he wants to go out or whatever. And it could be something totally not even dealing with him. It could be me.
Right.
It could be totally me and not nothing dealing with him at all.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's just a choice and taking accountability.
Third question. If your partner does not feel accepted, could this be a reason for cheating?
I honestly think that if you're going to cheat, there's no ideal reason as to why. I mean, there's been books, people talk about it on talk shows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I cheated because it's a choice.
Right.
If you want to cheat, you're going to choose it.
Yeah.
So everything in life is a choice. If you're going to cheat, it's not, oh, I'm emotionally unstable, so I'm going to cheat. I'm financially unstable, so I'm going to cheat.
Excuses.
She doesn't do this. He doesn't do that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you want to cheat, it's your choice.
It's excuses, basically, they're giving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I was going to say the same exact thing.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
Go ahead, James.
You ain't got nothing? Oh, she took the words right out your mouth?
It's a choice, though.
It is a choice.
It's if you want to be in a relationship, it's your choice.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in a relationship, it's your choice. If you want to be single for the rest of your life, it's your choice.
Okay, on a spiritual note, when you get married, your wife is subject to whatever I want,
Okay.
and vice versa.
What do you mean? I need you to break that down.
If I want a certain position at whatever time of day, I should be able.
You talking about sex?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
can say sex.
cheating.
Because I ain't know what you were talking about. I was about to say a job? Like, what position is he talking about? What you mean? Okay, so wait, so are you saying that, because it sounds like you're saying property when you say that.
Not really property. This is my other half.
Right.
So it's part of me. So
Right.
If I want to touch my arm, I can touch my arm. So,
But you're saying it like she's property, though, because if you're saying if I can touch my arm, you own her.
No, because when you
Break it
marry,
down for
you're
me.
a union.
Okay.
You become one.
I'm saying, hey, I
You
ain't
become
married,
one.
so I'm trying to
It's just like
understand.
being in the body of Christ.
Okay.
You can't have a neck without a head. You can't
That's
have
true.
shoulders without an arm. You can't
Okay.
have hips without legs, and your knees need whatever this part is called.
Everything
and
has
your
to
feet.
function together.
Everything
Exactly.
is
And it's a certain
molded together.
position
So,
and responsibility
Okay.
each.
but when I want to touch my meat, I want to touch my meat.
Okay.
Hey, say it, girl.
You wanna touch
Say
the meat?
it. Say it.
When I want to touch my meat, I want to touch my meat. I don't
Hey.
care if it's
Oh, we live
fresh,
right now.
fresh from the shower and it's a noodle. If I want to touch my meat, I'm going to touch my meat. Point blank, period.
Where the mute?
Listen.
Where the mute button?
Listen.
I mean, just be real. If a man going to say, this is my arm,
Okay.
then if I want to
That's
touch
my
my meat,
I'm going to touch it.
I'm going to touch it. If you got a name for it, I'm going to touch it.
Show the mute. We learned that yesterday.
Whatever.
It's me.
gonna touch
Okay, she going to touch it.
But what I was saying was when she neglects or a wife neglects a husband or a husband neglects a wife, it opens up doors for the enemy to come in for temptation.
I agree.
And be like, look at that. And then he's going to make sure you place something right there just to see if you're going to be tested.
But
And
if
that's
you
why you
have
have to
a
be
strong will
Ooh, I like
and
that.
a strong mind,
Yes, you have
it
to
don't
be
matter
strong.
what come in. You're going to say, I'm not going to do it because I
Exactly.
choose not to do it. It's my choice.
Well, yeah, it's a choice, but I'm just saying, from the
That opens
question,
doors
Yeah.
for all type of things to come in.
And
Yeah.
then it seems like from that person that they're missing something that they couldn't get from their.
And that's the trick of the
other.
enemy.
And that's
Yeah.
the
The
trick.
trick of the enemy is to come to steal, kill, and
And
to
destroy,
destroy.
yep.
And the first thing he attacks is your mind. And the
Mhm.
mind is not smart enough to say, hey, I have to not think about that, or I have to change that way of thinking. Once you put it in your mind, So let it be. So are you. You know what I'm saying? You have to, like I said, my favorite word is tired. I now have to change that word and say, I'm not tired. I have the energy to make it through this day. Same way with cheating. No, I'm not going to do this because I said for better or for worse, to death do us part. Even when you partially dying, you got one foot in the grave and one foot still lingering on. You still have to be there. And sometimes you, with cheating, if you constantly thinking about it, you're gonna do it eventually.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it eventually. So you have to be strong in your mind. You have to have enough willpower because there's a lot of temptation out there. There's a whole lot of nice looking men with some nice bodies and shoulders. I like shoulders. Hey.
Shoulder. Now you
I was like, look, babe, you getting some, we about what? I'm a double D. You about what, a C cup now? You're gonna have to work that out.
But
Okay,
that's where
we about to-
communication
we-
come in. You
we
gotta
about-
have that communication.
We gonna communicate.
Well,
She ain't talking about me.
I ain't talking about him.
Not you. Not you, Jay.
I feel like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, just communication. That's where it all comes in. If somebody feel like that they gotta cheat or constantly think about it, why? What is making you feel that way? If your spouse or your partner doesn't feel accepted, why? Talk about it. Y'all have to be open and talk about it. That's it. And then come to a common ground, and then that's gonna shut some type of door so that you won't have to worry about going to go cheat or whatever the case may be.
And one thing I learned it's a like she said, trick of the enemy. It's all temptation. So
Yeah.
you have to learn. You have to know the signs.
Yeah.
And to piggyback off of what she said, when you communicate with your partner, you have to go into it with a positive mindset. You never want to go into it making your partner feel like they walk on eggshells every time they need to speak to you. You have to be able to give them grace when it comes to speaking to them, especially if they're very vulnerable or very emotional and you know their weaknesses. You know what you have to say to your partner to make them understand where you're coming from. That's not going to be negative, because if you do, then they're going to be like, I can't come to you when something's bothering me and I'm having these lustful thoughts about things and I want to fix our relationship, but I know if I come to you, you're just going to yell, scream, be toxic. Okay? So it's all about coming at peace with your partner, because this is the person you lay you down with. Okay? This person's supposed to have your back. You don't ever want to be in a relationship where you're like questioning, why am I even here? We're not even the same. Why am I here? Things change over the years, but it's supposed to change for the better, not for the worse. That's just my input.
Know thyself.
And
Know what you battle with.
Yeah,
I can't fix you.
exactly.
I can't fix him.
Mm-hmm.
He has to say, I have.
His mind.
You can fix me.
know what he's talking about.
We know exactly what he's talking about.
My thing is taking accountability. What's wrong with me? What is about me that I need to fix?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're making me insecure, then I need to figure out, why are you making me insecure? Why are certain words or certain phrases that you say? Because I had to do it.
Yeah.
I'm a word. I'm a word person. Don't come at me with no strong words, because Petty Betty gonna come out. And we gonna be arguing, and I'm gonna say my piece. But the thing about me, I say my piece. But he's a peacemaker.
Yeah.
I don't be a peacemaker all the time.
Mhm.
But I can shut down. And I'm just like, okay, this situation is done. This conversation is done. He can't get it out. He has to get it out. He's just like, I'm done. Like, I don't even want to talk about it no more. But when you know yourself and you know what you deal with, what you struggle with, fix that. You have to work on you.
Yeah.
I can't work on you. She can't work on you. He can't work on you. You got to figure out not what's wrong with me, but what do I need to fix about myself to where that person is making me insecure for whatever reason.
So next question. Do you feel that past hurt is the reason behind cheating, and why?
Like Kia said earlier, there's really no excuse as to cheating. Like she said, if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. But at the same time, I do feel like things that people go through in their past definitely plays a part, because say you went through a horrible breakup or somebody broke your heart, whatever. and you get into another relationship and you didn't mend or heal what broke you or whatever from that past hurt, how are you gonna be okay in a new relationship?
And to piggyback off of that, you may have repetitive failures in your past,
Exactly.
to where you see the same exact thing in that cycle of relationship, to where you in a new relationship, your wall is still up.
Yep.
I know you're gonna do this. Oh, you're acting like this, so I need to go ahead and explore. And some people think that way.
Yeah.
So
You are what you attract. It's up to you to break the cycle. If you keep going to the strip club thinking you're gonna find a good girl, them girls there for money.
Right.
They there for money. They ain't thinking about you sometimes. I know about strip clubs.
they got some good food,
They got
do.
some
The chicken
bomb
wings is
wings.
banging,
Oh
like,
my
for real,
God.
real.
and you can
Lemon
win.
pepper?
And you can win on them pool
Listen.
tables. Them pool tables are easy to win on
Okay.
too.
Very easy.
But
I'm
I
sorry.
I found myself attracting the same kind of guys, and I wasn't the type that was just like out there just looking.
Yeah.
It was the kind of guys that I would pull in. I'm just like, it's something about me that's attracting these same kind of guys. What about me do I need to change?
The way you dress.
Who dress?
I'm talking about back in the day.
How did I dress back in the day?
Hey, look at this, y'all. Look.
What black dress?
Whatever.
Look, y'all.
What black dress?
We got a married couple right quick.
Oh no,
Debating.
No,
No, I'm just playing.
because I was. Let me tell you, I was the ish back in the day.
She was.
And I wish I
seen
could
pictures.
still fit that black dress.
I know that.
Because I probably ain't had nothing on up under it.
That's what. Yeah,
But I'm going to tell you.
Letting the air out.
that dress.
Most of the places I met guys were never in a club setting. It was always a gas station, a grocery store. I probably met one guy that I dated from a club. But most of the guys I dated was either I was introduced to them, met them in passing, or at school. You know, when you in school, oh Lord,
You meet all type of people.
all types.
All type.
And then you young. Well, I was young, but you
Everybody
know.
in school was sexing me. I went to a white school, but I saw all races. Hey, white dude can get it too. Not right now, but when I was single.
But I think sometimes you are what you know, it just depends on the type of person that you attract. And that's not always the case. Because I done had some nerds that was pretty cool. Married one. But, right.
You a big one.
Right. Very.
Shoot. Nerds be winning at the end.
Nerds create jobs
They
There
win
you
at the
go.
end.
for the cool people.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, I agree with that because the cool jocks, when they in school, all the women want them, and then they end up being the broke down, and then the nerds be coming up. Look, I got all the nerds back in the day, boy. Hey, let me borrow your eraser, your little pen that you put in your little pocket. Hey, I'm telling you, listen, I got the nerds. Anyway, anybody want to add to that? Y'all good? All right, let's move on to another question. So, could the overall intimacy between you and your partner be a reason for stepping out? I guess I'll break that down for my viewers that don't understand what stepping out means. Cheating. Period. So, who?
It shouldn't be. However,
I feel like she got a lot.
in America, if somebody's not getting none for a whole year, maybe they don't even need to even be in that relationship.
They just need to understand that it's their meat, and if it's theirs, they gonna grab that meat. What you say? If it's what?
Even if it's a noodle.
Even if it's a noodle,
Straight out the shower.
straight out the shower,
I'm talking-
grab that.
Swimming pool.
Don't go
See-
nowhere.
see-
It's yours. Don't go
See,
nowhere.
the laws is different when it comes to men. I don't understand what y'all talking about. Y'all can grab all y'all want. We can't fight that in court.
You don't grab? You don't grab?
Men grab. Men grab.
Look, let me tell you something.
Especially at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hold on, is this X-rated?
Listen, I don't know what it is about the AM, but it's like the dark side come out. They be like, yeah, she over there fake sleeping. Let me go on and roll over and let me just put my little thing on
She
right
is
with.
fake. She's fake snoring too.
She's like, oh, he gonna put me
How
on
you, how you took that leg up real quick? How that leg get up real quick?
Y'all are crazy.
the whole question.
But no, for real.
But yeah, seriously, like, do you
I
feel
mean,
like it? Yeah.
if you're not satisfied, I don't know, talk about it or.
All right, so let me say it like this. Because we can't talk about sex, but intimacy can be non-sexual.
Yeah.
So do you feel like it can be, someone stepping out on a
That too, yes, in a way, because
They're not
if
emotionally
nobody's stimulating you mentally, that's a form of intimacy too.
Right.
If you feel like you need to kind of go out just to get that conversation, whatever, you can do that and not cheat, I guess, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you.
If your partner isn't, I don't know, giving you that, then
Okay, I think I know what you're trying to say. If your partner is not emotionally attached and they're not giving you that emotional support that you need, you're going to feel like they don't really care.
A man
On that
can
certain
do
level.
it whether he emotionally, physically, he don't even care.
Yeah.
It can be crackhead Brenda from around the way. As long as he can get up, he can get it. But with women, the thing that's wrong with women is that we attach ourselves emotionally to just about everything in our life. Men don't have to.
Yeah.
A man can cheat and not even a man can cheat on his wife and not even be attached emotionally, physically, or anything to whoever he's dealing with.
Right.
He just know he can go there and get it, come back home. Whether it's him lacking at home or anything, if a man's mind is that's what he's wanting to do, then that's what he wants to do. They're natural predators. You know what I'm saying? And with women, we can do the same thing. We can not be because I've done it plenty of times, not be emotionally attached to a dude. I'm coming holler. I'm pulling up and not even, I don't have to call you, see you, none of that. I don't have to be emotionally, but then when we do become that way,
You become a stalker.
yeah, and you got that to deal with. But when it comes to a marriage, why are you not talking about it?
Yeah.
Have you told him that or told her that you're not sexually stimulating or you can't stimulate my mind? Like, have you talked to her? Because he could have been like, yo, I've been waiting to have this conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why you been holding back? You know, I want to get some toys and some other stuff that make you hot and sticky at the same time.
Because some men are embarrassed. They won't say anything because they feel like they're enough. But a woman sometimes will be embarrassed and be like, I don't want to say, you lacking in this area. So it's all about delivery.
That comes back to accountability.
Yeah. You got to
First,
be accountable.
you have to be accountable for every aspect of your life. If you want everything in your relationship, and a relationship can be marriage, a company, or where you work, a school, or anything, you have to be accountable for everything that deals with you.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to be open. Me and my husband talk about this all the time. Say it. Talk. Say something. He know I'm petty, and I'm gonna but I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna listen and allow him to get it out, whether he want to say it or not. And but I'm not a pusher. Like I'm not the type. Okay, you don't want to say it. I'm gonna ask you one time, and if you don't say it, then I'm walking away from it. And then you're gonna have to sit there and deal with whatever you was dealing with. Because when I had an open door, you didn't walk through it. So now you're gonna have to. And then that's where all of this come from.
Right.
Because you didn't walk through that open door when I said, hey, what's wrong?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? Nothing. Okay.
I'm going to let it be what it be then.
Okay. But when it comes to just cheating, period, it's a choice.
Yeah.
And we have to know whether we're going to work through it or are we going to go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Because I could be an issue to the reason why in his mind that he wants to go out or whatever. And it could be something totally not even dealing with him. It could be me.
Right.
It could be totally me and nothing dealing with him at all. So to me, it's just a choice and taking accountability.
Okay. I like that. All right, y'all. We rolling. We rolling here. All right. So next question. This may be more towards you, James, because you're a guy, and y'all use this term. Y'all use this term a lot. So, Anybody can answer, but I'm just saying y'all use this term a lot. So, when sleeping around, is that an ego boost for you? And could you be doing this because you haven't addressed the bigger issues within yourself?
You're not gonna catch me.
You
That's the
guys love
setup.
ego.
It was a setup question. I
It
knew that was
wasn't.
it.
You guys love the word ego. That's why I said this will probably be more towards you
So
because
you only
women don't
speak
really
in
use
general.
ego. I just said as a man because men use the word ego a lot. Women don't. You know.
She just said what it was. Men are predators.
Yeah.
So that's what they do.
Yeah, but
But
some.
the thing is,
Mhm.
you know, I don't believe in that. But you know, I guess they. I don't know. I
What
can't
about
even
back in
relate
the
to
day?
that. Back in the day, I can relate to it back in the day either, because it was just in the moment.
She smacked her
No.
teeth, so I don't
Because-
know.
Men talk
No.
about it all the time.
No.
Yo, I smashed this. I
Right.
smashed that, man.
Right. They gossip way more.
But no,
Come on.
that's the one that
Gossip.
he was getting. But it's the one. What I'm saying is, back in the day, I always was like, this must be the one, and I was just like, okay, this is the one. This is the one.
Are you saying like in every relationship you went, you was like, this is the one, this is the one, this
Yeah.
is the one?
So I treated it like.
How many
But that
how
sounds-
many did you have to go through to figure that out?
Exactly. It sounds like you're addressing something that's within yourself.
I think. Well, it just didn't line up. But as far as the whole cheating thing,
But this isn't cheating. This is why are men sleeping around to boost their ego? Are you trying to address something within yourself? If you're saying this woman is the one, this is the one, this is the one, why are you saying
so many
that?
different aspects of that, because if you are a man
Mm-hmm.
that has some type of power, it just comes.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't that you just sleeping around. It's just like you having fun, and then next thing you know, she has an agenda because she wants to get half, and she wants to do this or whatever, or she thinks she can get in, and you end up being weak-minded and falling gullible to that. So it looks like that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You might be feeling sad, this and that. Next thing you know, the enemy comes in. What's wrong? This and that. Right there. And that person sees you as some type of power figure. Next thing you know, and then you can't take it away. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the bragging part. I don't even know people that just brag. Like, you know, I don't.
You need to get up with some of the fellas then sometimes, because the fellas be talking. I was raised around men, so I know.
Single fellas.
Single, married, in an entanglement.
Entanglements. She used the E word.
Right.
So to me, with women, because we have so many words towards us, I don't think it's shared amongst. Now we do have girls where we be like, girl, and her old boy was blah blah blah. But with women, I don't think that we do it for pride or ego. Because if I'm talking to you or you my hunger, you be like, dang girl, another dude. You was just with a dude last week.
Right.
So with women, I don't think it's pride. Now you may have some women that are like that, but a woman ain't gonna give up her secrets at how many boys she, and it ain't gonna be no pride thing or no ego thing, because
Right.
what my sister gonna go and do, not you, cause you my girl, but you know, not most, some women be like, oh, you know, you gotta be careful with Kia around your dude, because look, she done
Right.
slept with like 5 dudes this week. So women don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that pride ego thing, because when you do that, oh, she a hoe.
Exactly.
Oh, she a slut. You can't trust her around your man. Don't bring it to your house. It's a negative with that. But with a man, they were like, oh man, you slept with the girl with the big butt, and oh man, yeah, she got a banging body. But some men, because he a nerd, he don't.
It's a double standard, because women, I hate to say this, just seeing women do that. Like when I went to the club with a friend of mine one time, and I'm looking at the women. Is this guy? You look at the VIP area. You can tell the guy who bought the VIP area. Then you see all these women just sitting around him, just looking at him. I'm just like, and then when they participate in multiple guys, it's like they have low. To me, it's like they have low self-esteem, and they're trying to prove that they are compatible to the market or the competition that they're trying to, compete against. So they be like, okay, she looks this way with the same hair and the same lashes, the same lipstick, and the same outfit. I look the same way, but I can give you some. So I'm better than her.
We can't pick and choose.
No.
Women can't pick and choose. A man can pick and choose. They can get the girl with the hourglass, or they can get a girl that's a little thick. But with us, we don't have that option. We don't get to pick and choose. Some do, but when you get the tall, dark, and handsome, you get all the stuff that come with the tall, dark. And
Right.
I that's a negative. All women can pick and choose. Y'all can go to anybody and pick what you want. A man?
No.
You can't
No.
just pick and choose. You be like, yo, I
No,
want you.
what you're saying is a woman can pick and choose a man, but a woman can only pick and choose a man when they want to sleep with her. She can't be like, oh, I think, me and you are compatible. Let's be together. You're going to look at her and be like, nah.
I don't like your eyelashes.
Exactly. She
I
can
don't
be.
like your hair. You too natural. Are you ghetto?
Exactly. She can be
I don't want a woman with a
everything
stomach.
that has been sent your way, but because you have a preference of what she should look like, you are not going to go for her. You're going to go for the baddie that you prefer with the stank ass attitude, trying to sit here and be a gold digger and all of that.
Let
I'm
me
not
see.
speaking for all, I'm speaking on some, but I'm just saying,
I'ma help you out.
make sure you watch what
I'ma-
you say.
I'ma-
Women don't do that.
I'm going to help you
And
out.
we can pick and choose, honey.
I'ma help you
Let
out.
me tell you.
I'm going to help you. Well, no. I'm going to help you out.
Okay. He always say cap. I'm always capping. That's what he
Women have the ability to basically get more of what they want.
That's what I'm saying.
If you went to the store right now, you go to the store right now,
Six dudes holler at you.
and you see, yeah,
And we gonna get
exactly.
beat up.
Look, no. Look, I'm talking about single.
I know.
And you go to the store right now, and you see 5 guys, and you can be like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to that guy. 9 times out of 10, if you say the right things, become his friend, this and that, you have just chose that. But when it comes down to a man, oh, it's totally different. That's that you just don't pick and choose. You don't be like, oh, I'm about to go talk to her.
Y'all do, Cap.
No, you'll go talk, but you will be unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But a woman, that's a man. But a woman has a more success rate when they
I
have
feel
more
like we
success
have a more
rate
success rate
because
when
y'all can pick.
choosing who we're with. Yeah.
If you have 10 people and you have more
Yeah.
success rate, 8 of them people you have a positive outcome with. That's because you have a more success rate. But if a man has a more success rate, less success rate, out of them 10 people, you only got 3
Or one.
that maybe one.
She gonna want maybe one.
I don't agree. I don't agree with it 100% only
Fact.
because you can go to a guy and he is exactly what you want. He was like, I don't date black women.
Exactly.
You too short.
That's just different.
You too
That's-
short.
No, but that's
But it's what
the
you
same
want though.
thing.
Yeah.
But
I
a man,
think
what
it's
you
the
want? A
same
man
thing.
can look
It's
at
the
you
same
like,
thing.
yo, them eyes, and you
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, blink them eyes.
you like my eyes? What you like about my eyes? It's the enticement that a man can approach a woman with.
Right.
And when it comes to us, he's like, oh, I don't date short girls.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
about
we can't just
5'5"
walk
And
up
dudes
on a
on-
guy and be like,
Exactly.
yeah.
5'5", you probably got a stank attitude.
Right.
But
It ain't no
Ain't no cap. Ain't no cap. My cameraman over here saying cap. That's what he's talking about.
Let me give y'all
Because
the real.
you know both of you, all 3 of y'all don't date no dudes under 5'7".
Okay, first of all, I actually did get a guy 5'7". I did a guy 5'7". He had Kevin Hart syndrome.
Back in the day,
Okay, but
you
right
know.
now, I don't.
Let me tell y'all a
Okay,
fact.
then.
I'm gonna tell y'all a fact right
I
now.
don't think I ever had my 6'3", 6'5".
I've only had one 6-foot dude, and he was an asshole. So no.
I've had one.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple.
Short
See,
dudes
see
are.
y'all.
I'm tall.
See
But
y'all.
you can
So-
discriminate.
See
just
what
as
y'all
well.
saying?
Y'all have your own opinion about women. If you don't like
another show.
no,
Move on,
because you're trying.
I need to be on camera. Move on. I need to be on camera.
Because now you starting. Okay, I'm about to go for him, y'all. First of all,
You
you
need the
said
mic,
you
man. I need you to sit over here.
Recharge the battery too.
Now you say you ain't gonna recharge nothing. You ain't gonna recharge nothing. So then you tell me that you like a girl that's natural. When that chick took off her wig, you was like, no, right? So that's false advertising. That's false advertising.
I never told you.
Okay, well, the girl that threw off the wig, you didn't like that. She had long hair one day and she was bald headed the next.
Okay.
You didn't like that, right? But some dudes like that. If a girl can be versatile and a dude likes that, then you cannot throw her to the side because she sat here and told you she ain't had no head. She had all head to go. So you can't do that. She didn't tell you that, but that's how dudes are perceiving women. They think we're over here playing them, and they think because we got all this stuff, and when we take it off, that's not who we really are. But you fell in love with our inside, right? That's what you're saying, right? You fell in love with our body. You didn't fall in love with who we really are.
Hold on, first of all.
Sure. I'm talking to the cameraman, so if y'all don't hear him, I'm sorry, but I had to go in, y'all.
No, that's cap.
Go ahead, Jess. Take up with him.
I
Go
got you
ahead.
back. I got you back.
Go ahead, stand up here.
We got a whole nother 4 hours on the call.
We sure do got a whole nother 4 hours in a row. We can definitely take this beat. Sure
It's gonna
can.
be a road trip.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
know I got love for him.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are we doing?
He's
Oh, I get. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't think she wants to smoke.
Come on, bring it.
First of all, what you just said is exactly right. However, you also said when she would take off her hair in the morning and she's different.
Mm-hmm.
But he already hit it.
Right.
It ain't. But see, this is the thing. There's a bunch of lies going on. However, most men can't lie in their face or lie what they look like. So therefore, you have a better option of seeing.
They do have man wigs.
Yeah.
I don't know not one person with a man wig.
And they got the waist trainers.
Yeah.
They got waist trainers now, so.
And they got extensions
And
they
spray.
can wear.
So what's up? Y'all
Most-
cloning
But
up.
y'all wouldn't accept that though. If your man took off his dress at night,
Yeah,
you want a man to take off his dress at night. Exactly.
He
You wouldn't
said-
accept that.
he
But I gotta
said
accept you
y'all
with your,
wouldn't accept
you take your wig off and you put it on the styrofoam. But I can't take my dreads off.
We're gonna accept it. We're gonna think about it. Y'all not gonna think about it. Y'all not gonna Y'all not gonna consider none of that.
You get it. Look, you
Because
get
we're gonna
it.
look at it like, why'd you have to do that in the first place?
Just let me know if I can
me
get away
tell-
from beard and you accept
Let
me.
me
Just let
tell
me
you
know.
how that
I would
phone.
accept you. All that.
Let me tell
Wait
you
for
how that
beard.
phone call go. As soon as a girl take off her hair in the morning, the dude, man, look, he telling me, yo, Shorty was, Shorty in the club last night. Shorty was fine.
But she got balls.
Man, look at this. Look at this.
I can't do nothing with that. Right.
Like, no.
But then that also points to like the deeper issue of society where we got to put our best foot
There we go.
forward
Right.
That's a whole. That's
instead
a
of being ourselves and getting accepted.
If you don't come up here, you ain't doing nothing on them cameras. You need to pull up the stool. 'Cause I know what you do. I do that. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
know what? The media does play a part in it. The media does
Definitely.
play a part into how we should look, how we should be, even in marriages.
Yeah.
Your marriage should look like this, or being single should look like this, or it should represent this.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just like my marriage is gonna be what we make it.
Exactly.
And if my husband decide to cheat, it's up to me to stick with him. If I decide to cheat, it's up to him to stick with me.
Mhm.
At the end of the day,
Yeah. Oh, I was like, is the camera gone? So do you want me going? You want me
He is gonna wake up in the morning and be like, "Yo, man, look at this, man. He gonna show his boys."
Yeah.
And she ain't gonna get a phone call back.
No, she won't.
You want me to get you?
She
an
throw out,
Uber?
as soon as she throw out, especially if she throw off her
You know
bra, and her
what?
boobs ain't that big. He
You
gonna
know-
be hurt.
You know what? You know
He gonna
what?
be hurt.
You know what?
Hey, listen, Kev on stage had the extensions. His wife stayed with him. I know, but I feel you on that. That's the first thing I thought of when you said that.
You know what? I think that's what y'all think that we do. I'm a man.
Men
I
do
don't
it,
sit
boys
there and
don't.
take
Let's say
no
that.
Picture of some chick and spread it.
you ain't never do that.
No.
They ain't have no really good cameras back in the day, girl. So
Exactly.
you ain't really gonna get no.
No, so
They'll
what-
page the dude, go outside, and go to the payphone.
Y'all gonna talk about it.
You're not- exactly.
Y'all gonna talk
Have
about it.
conversation.
They
They definitely have conversation. I done been close to the conversation. I just be like, oh my God, I just want to say something, but he talking to his boys.
Hey, this is
And
this is a new generation. They'll get you. They'll get you. All right. Well, let me go on to the final couple of questions, and then we are gonna be off. So, could emotional needs be cheating? So we'll just talk from a woman's perspective. I feel like a woman can still cheat emotionally. She ain't gotta cheat sexually. And I only say that because if you're not giving me the emotional support I need and somebody else is, she may not understand that she's doing it, but she's giving this person attention. And she's feeding into what they're giving them. And they're like literally giving it to her. They're like, oh, I know I'm baiting you right now. And you're telling me everything I need to know that your husband ain't doing. And I'm giving you everything you need but the sexual part. And as soon as I get you, I can get you, then I can get to sex. And now she's in a certain situation where she's emotionally attached to somebody else in a relationship or married with her significant other. And now she's holding this weight because she's like, I can't believe I just did this over something so stupid that could have been resolved. And I know that kind of goes back to what we were saying, but I wanted to break it down a little bit more from a woman. So you got something to say?
You asking for me?
I mean, you look like you was about to say something from a male's
I
perspective.
understand that totally. I mean, what you just said.
Yeah.
I feel like, a woman can cheat emotionally.
I agree.
Everybody can cheat
Yeah.
emotionally. Well, you a woman, female.
Right.
But I think women get
Man.
more attached than men when it comes
Men
to
do
that.
Especially emotionally, because
Men
we
do
are
too.
emotional.
We're emotional creatures.
Very.
Men can too.
Definitely.
I mean, I agree, but I feel like more towards women. Because how many men you
I
know that's
agree
gonna...
more towards women too, because let me tell you something. There's men out here that will just have conversations to be friends with hidden agendas, and when the woman just just
We're
being
just
friends,
innocently
being a friend is actually filling a void of being wanted or being needed to, you know what I'm saying, solve problems or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But the man's like, oh, I can talk to this person whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
There's no restraints. I can call whenever I feel like it, and there's no restraints. And it's nothing dealing with her husband or man or whatever. Is I have free range to do that. And okay, she's in a situation now. Don't let her get in a situation where she's upset, because I can still call. Because while she's upset, I can still call through, and then that right there is, I don't even think that she even knows that it's cheating or emotionally cheating, but it's filling a void, and there's a hidden agenda, you know what I'm saying, to where she doesn't know the guy is baiting the
Yeah.
whole situation, and then the other guy can look at it as cheating, but I guarantee you, if he was to mention that, oh, it'd be hell to pay.
But most women do that because they're stressed because they're pulling the weight. They're pulling so much weight and they have to hold the man down and hold their self down. And women are not all, say all, so please don't think I'm coming for everybody. I'm coming from some. If you're taking on so much and the man's supposed to be there to provide and help, and you're taking on majority of that, that's stressful. And you don't want to put more stress on your partner, so you're going to seek something. If you try to speak to your partner and he's not understanding it, or he's making it seem like you're always talking about you, and like reverses it, a woman's going to go to somebody else regardless, even if it's innocent. And that's all it takes is just the first conversation.
And men do it too.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say,
men do it too.
and
Men do it
happens
too.
on both ways.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So,
yeah.
But back at what you said before, or what you said before, it all comes to communication.
It does.
And if you don't, if you can't communicate to each other to where you can say what you need to say without it causing backlash,
Yeah.
and she can say what she needs to say without it causing backlash, then you can get past certain stumps versus sweeping it under the rug. And then you have this situation to where you feel unwanted, or you feel like you're not heard, and then somebody wants to hear you.
I agree.
It's a whole situation. So.
Yeah, and then piggybacking off what Kia said earlier, that's taking accountability in your own actions. If you're going to stay with this person and hold them down, then do that.
Yeah.
If not, talk about it, go on about your way,
And then when you do that, you bringing in a third wheel, because the
Yeah.
person that you're now pouring into now feels emotionally connected to
Yeah.
you.
And what goes on between you guys should stay between you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree. All right. Well, we about to wrap it up, y'all, because this has gone on long. But I just have 2 more questions and we're done.
2?
So just 2. And these last 2 are going to be super easy. So what are your expectations for counseling? Should you go as a couple or individually?
Both.
I was going to say both too.
I believe both.
Both.
Yeah.
I believe Me, I feel like you should go by yourself one time just to figure out what the issues are with you, and then bring your partner in so the psychiatrist or whoever you're talking to can actually break it down from two perspectives. That's how I feel, but I'm not married, so I
I
don't
think
know
it
how
should
to.
start with both first.
But I
or
feel like an
both.
argument might start.
Well, no,
Well, no.
because
then
it's a
you have
third
a
person.
mediator,
You always
right.
have a third person in it. It should
So
you
that they
should
can get
always
an
have a
idea
third
of
person.
who you both are together,
it's
and
a-
then
And
work
who
on
you
each
are
other
separately.
separately.
I ain't never think of it from that point of view. Okay.
Yeah.
'cause
But
once
just
you-
get help, period.
Period. Right.
You know.
Period. Especially in the black community.
But there's a lot of
Exactly.
people that think they
And
know
we
everything,
scared too.
and they will never get help because
Right.
they are 100% correct,
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
and then they're correct based off of their past and
Mm-hmm.
based off of their experiences, which is one speck of the spectrum.
They think
in the
nothing's
world.
wrong with them. It's the other
Yeah.
person, and then you have blame and all that. It's okay to go get help. It's okay to talk to somebody professional.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
got to.
All right, and final question, y'all. What issues are deal breakers?
Cheating respectfully.
Okay, well, we're gonna end it there because that turned it all the way back to the first thing, you know. So I am so glad you guys stayed tuned. For the ones that didn't, sorry, but listen, I had to get all of these out because it was just too good just to drop off some questions. And even though some of them were similar, they had different answers. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe this video as well. Comment on everybody that you like. You know, if you have any input or whatever, do what you do. Okay. And as always, I hope you guys stay blessed. Have a great one. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.